A high school athlete in southern Spokane County is struggling with amnesia tonight after suffering a concussion during a basketball game.
A 14-year-old Mikayla Wilson can't remember her friends' names and is also suddenly left-handed. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey shows us what the girl's family wants other parents to know about recognizing brain injuries.
Well, you know, typically we see a lot of student-athlete concussions out here on the football field, but as Mikayla Wilson's family found out, brain injuries can happen in other sports, and what you do immediately after that impact can really either help or hurt your child's recovery. Mikayla is still sitting out her high school PE class after hitting her head during a basketball game.
I remember being on the floor with a girl laying on me and getting up and having to do the free throws, and then that's about it.
Mikayla's parents recorded her fall, and along with her coach, had no idea the freshman had been hurt.
She didn't black out. She didn't grab her head in obvious injury. She just got up and noticed her head hurt a little bit on the back, but basketball these days is a very physical game and there's lots of contact.
In fact, Mikayla went on to score more points for the Liberty High Lancers, but once the game was over, Mikayla realized something was wrong.
And then a few minutes later, she turns around to Lori and says, who are those girls dressed just like I am and why are they looking at me? And that was her teammate she just got done playing with.
A trip to the emergency room confirmed Mikayla's concussion, and that's where doctors explained that by not heading to the bench, Mikayla denied her brain the blood that could have prevented the amnesia and sped up her recovery.
According to her doctor, that when the concussion occurred, that as all the neurons in the brain had discharged their electricity from the impact, it was trying to rebuild that electricity in the neurons. And because she was still exercising, much of the blood that would have gone to the brain was being diverted to the bigger muscle groups.
Mikayla is now getting better, but surprisingly, suddenly she's writing with her left hand instead of her right, and she's frustrated with her recent loss of memory.
Because I want to be able to remember all my friends and teammates and stuff.
Friends on a daily basis come up and say, do you remember me yet? Do you remember when we did this? And they mean well, but for her, when she's just searching for anything that's familiar, it's frustrating. Mikayla
will meet again with her doctor on Friday, who is already noticing big improvements in her memory. In the meantime, the rest of us need to remember that you can never be too careful when it comes to brain injuries, and that the competitive spirit has to take a backseat to immediate rest and medical evaluation. Reporting in Spangle, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.